Season 6 of Smallville is where things go from farm boy drama to full-on superhero chaos. Clark's chasing intergalactic fugitives, Lex is building a secret science dungeon, and Lana decides the best way to deal with trauma is marrying Lex Luthor. Meanwhile, Oliver Queen shows up with abs, arrows, and trust issues. Suddenly, we're assembling the Justice League before Clark even figures out how to fly. Buckle up, because this season gets bizarre in every sense of the word. Hello, everybody. I'm Matt.
And I'm Maggie.
And we are
hopefully awesome.
That's right. A positive place on the internet where we nerd out about all the geeky things we love. And today's geeky thing is somebody small. That's right, because this is Going Back to Smallville, our weekly podcast where Maggie and I rewatch and recap every episode of Smallville, week by week, episode by episode. We are currently on season 6. We've actually just wrapped season 6. This is our season 6 retrospective. I think I said that correctly. We'll figure it out.
I think you did.
Where we're going to be talking about all of season 6 as a whole. How did season 6 affect the entire series of Smallville? And what does it set us up for going into season 7? Bad stuff is all I'm going to say. And if you thought the finale was on the wrong foot, just wait. Just wait, Maggie.
Watch season 7 be my favorite.
It might be.
Because you continuously crap on it.
Matt ZR assures me it's a great season, but I digress. I don't even know. Maggie, how are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. I got golden Oreos.
Hey. That's always good.
Also, I pranked April Fooled my kids.
Yeah.
Like I said last night. So, I was going to go the Google Classroom route and make a fake test. I didn't have enough time. Only got 30 minutes of planning today. So, threw that out the window. But I remembered there was a website called Super Teacher Worksheets, I think.
Yeah.
And they have this generator. It's I'm trying to remember the actual name. It's like not money, not the crypto coin crap, but it's code. Like symbols mean letters and stuff. You can make up your own message. So I made a message that said, "Happy April Fools. Mrs. Bryant loves you."
Oh my God.
And I was like, okay, how can I convince them they have to solve it? Well, I pull out the testing shields, and it's just pieces of cardboard that they put up around their desk. So nobody, okay. So I have it in a rolly cart, and I pull it. Anytime they see that come out, they're like, oh, crap, you know. It's a quiz, it's a test, whatever. And they're like, what? We have a test? What? You didn't tell us this. I said, I am so sorry, guys. I got an email this morning from the state government that I have to give you this kind of test to see if you are qualified enough to work with certain agencies of government.
Yeah.
I said, for instance, you could be working with an agent in the FBI or the CIA. I said, you would be doing this kind of work, like trying to break down codes and patterns, trying to help them solve stuff. Like I was doing my best to just sell it.
Yeah, yeah.
They believed me.
Oh God.
They're like, oh my God, I want to be an agent so bad, Mrs. Pro. I was like, oh God, I got their hopes up too high. I said, well, you have to solve this code. Also, the instructions specifically said to write your name at the top, solve the whole message, and after you are done, I said, this is what they say. They say you have to stay completely silent.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, so just please follow those directions. I was like, if you see a word that you don't need to yell it out.
Yeah.
Everybody's doing the same thing as you.
Yeah.
Don't ruin it for everybody else.
Yeah, yeah.
So I handed it out. I videoed it. I can't show it. But the absolute looks I got once some of them solved that code, I thought they were going to get me.
Oh my God. That's great.
My last block, which is my homeroom, or they came to me and I start saying all this about a handful of them said, April Fool's. This is April Fool's, Mrs. Bryant. I was like, no, it's not. I said, I have an email from the state saying I have to give this. They're like, we want to see it. I said, I can't show it to you. Why? It has the answers.
Oh my God. You should have made an email. I could have sent you an email.
I know. But like, it was the last bit of the day. Like I
gotcha.
I couldn't tarry too long because I still had class to teach.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I had one kid out of my homeroom come up to me. He said, Mrs. Bryant, I liked your joke, your prank, but also at the same time, it made me really mad because I wanted to be an agent.
Oh my God. That poor child.
Yeah. And I told the janitor that works in our hallway, he used to work at a prison with my brother.
Yeah.
Which now they're both out of there, clearly. But like, I told him, I said, I made them believe that they were going to be agents once they solved this code. And I showed him the paper. He's like, well, I'll be. He said, I heard that we have some agents.
Oh my God.
Trying to help
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's great. That's great.
So, yeah. And apparently, I'll tell two more pranks real quick that happened today.
Jeez.
No, not from me.
Well,
From my coworkers.
We got to get
I'll
rolling.
tell. Oh, okay. So my other second grade coworker, she told them that IT came in and worked on their Chromebooks, and she told them that they're voice activated now.
Oh my God.
So when they turned on, she said, all you have to do is just like say your lunch number and your password.
Oh my God.
And it's supposed to walk you in.
Oh my God.
And like, so all these kids are saying their lunch number over and over again. And so she said, wait. I got a note right here. They say to say it in a British accent.
Oh my God.
Okay.
That's fantastic.
They said,
I love that.
one of my homeroom kids said, I didn't like Miss Mortis. And then fourth grade teacher, I think she knocked it out of the park. I didn't get to see it.
Yeah.
But there was a picture or something. She came in and she said, okay, guys, we have a flood drill today.
A flood drill?
I'm sorry, that would be a red flag for me, but whatever. She said, there's a lot of rain in the forecast. No, there isn't.
Yeah.
She said, we got to know what exactly to do when it floods here at school. When the water comes in, we have to know what to do. She said, so I have the instructions right here. They say to climb on top of your desk.
Oh my God.
And take off your shoes and socks because you don't want them wet. We don't want you hurt.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Apparently she had all of them on top of their desks without shoes or socks on. And she's like, I have to send a picture as proof that we practiced it. So when she went over to take a picture, she said, you can smile if you want to. It's okay to drill.
Yeah.
She said, 1, 2, 3, April Fools. Sent the picture.
Oh my God. That's great.
Yeah. Yeah, it was fun today.
You teachers have a lot of fun with your kids.
Yeah. This is the first time I ever got to actually prank.
Oh yeah, because I guess you had kindergartners.
I've always had kindergartners, and I was always afraid to like hurt their feelings. So, but apparently Viv's pre-K teacher handed out brownies, and it turns out it was pieces of paper. She made them believe that they were getting brownies with pink icing. Viv told me, she said,
"Oh, that's
there's
mean.
brownies with pink icing, but it was paper, Mommy." I was like, huh? And then whenever she's telling you more about it, I was like, oh my God, she pranked those poor kids. They thought that they were getting brownies.
That's not cool. Like, I would have been sad.
Apparently they thought it was hilarious. So, I mean, they weren't sad or anything or crushed. So
I would have been crushed.
But yeah, that was April Fool's in my
It was a
work.
good April Fool's. I did not pull any April Fool's jokes.
Because you could get fired.
No, it wasn't that. Just didn't want to. Didn't have the urge this year. I've done a few in my day, but
Oh my God! I just realized I pulled a gem.
A gem from The Office.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, it was more or less Pam, where she convinced Dwight he was participating in things for
Oh yeah,
the CIA or something,
Yeah.
or FBI.
yeah.
Yeah,
I think it was Pam. It was Pam.
It was
Yeah.
Pam.
Yeah, and he had to throw his phone at the end. Like your phone has been compromised. So he chucks it off the roof. So great. Oh my God. But hey, you know what else is great, Maggie? Go back to Smallville. No, hey, Maggie did a fantastic job. What you all may have not seen behind the scenes was that the teleprompter completely got jacked up. And also chat stopped working, and I had to relaunch like 4 programs while Maggie was telling those stories.
She
did a great job, everybody. So round of applause, Maggie.
Also, I was like making the weirdest face whenever Matt was reading off the opening. I was like, "What happened?"
It's like it wasn't even that it wasn't working. It's like 2 lines of it would not move.
Yeah, it was froze, and
Yeah.
then I could see the desktop background.
Yeah, it was a lot.
It was weird.
Hey, also real quick, special thanks to Basilius of Stupidonia and Hikari. Thank you for being our Patreon producers for the month. We greatly appreciate you all. You are fantastic. You know what else is fantastic, Maggie? Season 6.
Episode details.
Episode 23. Season 6 and special features. That's right. That's what the Season 6 episode is all about tonight, everybody. So special thanks as always to smallville.fandom.com for helping us curate the information for this episode. Season 6 was 22 episodes overall, and its original air date was from September 28th, 2006 through May 17th, 2007. A mere 2 years after I had graduated high school.
The year I graduated high school.
Hey, it's only 2 years.
That was mere days right there before my graduation day.
Wow.
Yeah.
We talked all night about the rest of our lives. Where we gonna be when we turn 25? I can't keep thinking times never change. Keep on thinking. You don't know what I'm doing? As we go on. Come on.
It's going really fast.
Well, but that's how she sings it in the beginning. Where we gonna be when we turn 25? I keep thinking lives will never change. Keep on thinking things will always be the same. When I get there, yeah, we won't be coming back.
Do you know who who was the backup singer in that?
Beyonce.
No.
Pink.
Mel C. Sporty Spice.
Why?
I don't know. Sporty Spice did a lot of that back then.
When my cousin Josh went off to the military, I made him a video.
Oh God.
And put that music to it. And asked a bunch of people that didn't know him to say goodbye.
God, what? That didn't know him?
I mean, like they tangentially were aware of him. And it was at a Taco Bell.
I was my class.
Someone called him Shrek. They said, "Fly those planes, General Shrek." And he's like, "I don't know who these people are."
I was my grade's class historian.
Oh my God.
You know how there's a class president and stuff? Well,
Yeah.
each grade that's what they had.
Yeah.
So I took it upon myself that year to start scanning pictures and trying to make, I made a pretty long ass photo slide.
Oh my God. Did it play during graduation?
No, it did not.
Oh.
It played at the senior banquet.
Oh.
Yeah. I was
That's
pretty
cool.
proud of myself.
That's cool. I did the same.
Ripped a lot of the music out of some other place.
Nice. I did the same. But mine, there was only 5 of us, so it only played for like 10 seconds and it was done. No, I'm joking. It was a little bit longer than that, but not as long as Smallville aired because it aired for like several months. I don't
Several months.
several months. We don't have, of course, any writers or directors to talk about this week because we
We've
are
talked
talking about
about 'em all.
season 6 overall. So the synopsis of season 6 is as follows. Season 6 marks a turning point in the Smallville saga. With Zod defeated, Clark begins a new mission tracking down powerful criminals who escaped the Phantom Zone. But he's not the only one evolving. Lex delves deeper into his dark path, expanding the creative 33.1 experiments under the guise of advancing humanity. Lana, entangled in Lex's world, navigates a relationship built on secrets and manipulation, leading to a dramatic and controversial marriage. Meanwhile, Lionel's role as Jor-El's emissary grows more complex, blurring the lines between ally and threat. This season also introduces billionaire vigilante Oliver Queen, whose covert war on corruption brings him into Clark's orbit. His bold tactics and belief in working as a team inspires the formation of a new alliance, a proto-Justice League. These heroes and allies who will shape Clark's destiny, each bringing with them questions of trust, identity, and purpose. As allegiances shift and hidden agendas unravel, Season 6 pushes everyone closer to who they're meant to become, for better, for worse, or for bizarre. Maggie, what did we think of Season 6? Where'd you go? Where'd you go? I'm joking, everybody. Maggie had to leave for a minute. Like while we were talking, while I was doing that, our daughter came in here. So like if you saw me kind of like doing this, that's because I was trying to get Maggie's attention to look over there. And yeah. So I'll be honest, I was reading all of that off and I don't even know, did I read it correctly? I was totally just, I've never done that before. I've never been able to just like read a prompter without paying any attention at all to what I'm saying. So I hope that sounds, I hope that sounded correct. Who knows? But I will say, season 6. Season 6. Where do we go with season 6? Season 6 was fun. Season 6 was... man, let me tell you. Season 6. That's the wrong music. There we go. Season 6 was a good season that, similarly to season 5, kind of started off very strong and then like continued pretty good until like maybe the last like fourth of the season. I really feel like the last, 4 or 5 episodes just really dropped the ball for the whole season. And like we kind of talked a little bit about this last week, so I don't want to belabor the point too much. But it really felt like they were building to something, some very powerful person or something. And then they just didn't. It ended up being, Bizarro, which is fine. I mean, Bizarro is cool or whatever, but like it just, the way we talked about it, the whole prototype, with all the different special superpowers and stuff, and how that just kind of like ended after like one episode. Like they did a whole comic run on like the CW.com or whatever about this prototype, and for it to just end in that one episode, and then they're like, oh, and fuck, now we need a Phantom, and the Phantom can't stay in it for longer than 24 hours because I don't know. And so it just, I don't want to harp too much on this season because obviously the main point of the season, I feel, first half was mainly about Green Arrow, which was awesome, and building the Justice League and stuff, which was really cool. And then I would say the second major thing is, the Clark and Lana relationship and the Lex and Lana relationship of it all. And just that whole triangle. I love how Matt ZR is in chat. He says, well, Matt has to stall until Maggie gets back, LOL. That is exactly what I am doing. It's very hard to have a conversation with yourself about things such as Smallville. So that's why I'm attempting to do it. And I don't want to go too far because if I go too far, then I'll have to get Maggie caught up. And then, we don't want to do all that. because then you all have to hear the same thing more than once and twice. So it's fun. But obviously this season, it dealt a lot with the relationships. Not my favorite part of Smallville, of course. And I feel like especially getting a taste of the world of like Green Arrow and, Clark being like more of a vigilante as opposed to just, he accidentally, stumbles upon something he has to fix or someone he has to stop or something, as he did in the first several seasons of the show. It was nice to see him take a more proactive role in being a hero. And then all that just kind of got, pushed to the back burner. And they was like, oh, actually, no, we want to focus on Lana being pregnant and having a kid. Oh, but wait, she's not. Oh, and Lex and Lana are in love. Oh, wait, no, they're not. And oh, Lana hates Clark. But no, just kidding. She loves Clark, and Clark still loves her. And it's just like, I'm getting, just getting tired of it, guys. The back and forth. It's like, why? I know why. Obviously, a large driving force for the show for the longest time was the Clark and Lana stuff. So obviously they want to kind of double back on that. But this really feels like they just didn't know what to do, and they were just kind of keeping the show going just to keep it going. Like the writers, the showrunners just wanted to, just kind of meander a bit. It really felt like the showrunners were kind of done. They didn't want to push Clark into being Superman, so they just kind of keep him in this place, which I talked about at the beginning of the season, where it's almost like Clark's in this state of Arrested Development, not the show. Obviously, I think Coolsville sucks. That's not the right button, but that's okay. Like he's just kind of stuck. I think season 6 overall can be kind of summed up, best described by the one scene where Clark is just playing with his balls. He's in the barn, and Chloe is, I think she's with Jimmy. Yeah, her and Jimmy are making out in a car, and Lois and Oliver, they're like shooting arrows at cans and stuff, and Lex and Lana are getting down, and then Clark's just like throwing his ball against the wall, with Shelby. And feels like that's kind of where we're at, he just he didn't want to move on, instead of giving us a reason for Clark to be stuck at the barn, for giving us a reason for Clark to not move on, they just kind of make him not have any forward momentum. I don't know, it's a show at odds with itself. It obviously, if they were not beholden to the whole, he's not Superman thing. He can't fly, he can't be Superman, blah, blah. If they weren't so beholden to that, then I feel like the show would have naturally progressed into him being Superman. I feel like things that we see in later seasons, 8, 9, 10, would have happened much, much sooner. If they had been open to, not trying to keep this show stuck in itself of where it's been. And that's why I think 5, 6, and 7 are like my least favorite seasons, because it really just feels like they don't have any direction. It's just kind of existing. And I guess you could make an argument of life post high school sometimes feels that way. You're not really sure what to do. You're kind of stuck trying to figure out, you're an adult now. You don't feel like an adult, but you're trying to figure out what your place in the world is and all that. And you can make that argument. I feel like that's kind of a cop-out, though. I don't feel like they thought that through and was like, oh, that's what we want to capture with season 5, 6, and 7. I feel like the showrunners were like, we don't care. Is it done? Can we be done? We want to go right. I'm number 4 or some bull crap, That's just this man's opinion right here. Matt ZR in chat says, yeah, about time Clark became a more proactive hero. I mean, think about it. He was actually seeing the zoners as the bigger deal. Very true. Clark has issues with moving on. Oh, he does. Obviously there was the whole thing with his dad last year. And I feel like, especially stuff that we're getting ready to see, he feels even more stuck. You know, with the farm, with Martha leaving and stuff. And so I don't know. Just not my favorite. It's not my favorite. But then on the flip side, Oliver Queen, right? Green Arrow comes in, friggin' steals the show, is just awesome. Every moment that he's in, you know, we're just stuck clamoring for more. Anytime Lois is doing anything with Clark, we love seeing that. But yet they still just drag us back to this Lex and Lana and Clark triangle. And it's like, can we please just move on? You know, we get a little bit of superhero fights with the zoners and all of that. Obviously, we get Martian Manhunter popping up, and like, you know, those individual episodes are great. Even starting off with Zod, you know, and the Phantom Zone, like it really felt like they're embracing the essence of Superman. And then just as soon as Justice hits, as soon as that's done, they're like, oh, okay, never mind. And they just go straight back to Lex, Lana, and Clark. And it's just, I don't know, man. Like the wedding episode, Noir. Remember the episode where Lana had to stay at the Kent farm because Lex's bodyguard was like wanting to save her life or something? Like, you remember that? Like, what was that? You know? Trespass, thank you. Such a shame we don't see Oliver much. Yes, totally agree. And obviously, you know, we'll get more Oliver eventually, which is a very nice addition to the show. Much needed. I feel like it's a breath of fresh air, honestly. And like, it's not even just like Justin Hartley, but it's even the effect that he has on Oliver. Like, or I'm sorry, on Clark. Like being able to kind of call Clark out on his shit a little bit, you know, like being like, hey, you know, while you're off playing with your pud, you know, like we're out here trying to save the freaking world, you know. Lex is experimenting on all these metahumans, and you're just sitting here in your barn throwing your freaking balls around. Like, why don't you get up and do something? Like, if I had your powers for like, you know, an hour, I could make the entire world a better place. And, you know, calling Clark out on that, I don't know. I think that was a very much needed thing. Like, obviously, you know, Lex is very anti-Clark. And so, you know, you can't really get, you know, Clark kicked into gear from Lex, and everybody else that knows Clark's secret is very, like, pro-Clark, right? And so, like, he needed somebody kind of, you know, kick his ass a little bit, you know, get him into gear. I don't know what has taken Maggie so long. I'm going to be completely honest. I don't know how much more I can stretch waiting on her to come back. May have to just go to the next thing. I don't know. I have no idea what's taking so long. But yeah, overall, I would say season 6 has a lot of episodes that I love. I would say it is not one of my favorite seasons. Actually, let me rephrase that. I would say it is probably in the top half. It's in the bottom of the top half of the seasons. What does that mean? What does that mean? That means if you know, we got 10 seasons, I would say season 6 is probably my top 5, but probably at like number 5. You know, I would say, I'm gonna say 8, 9, and 10 are like my top 3. Maybe not in that order. Not until we watch it. And then I would say probably 4 and 6 would round out the top 5. And then next would probably be 2. And then 5, probably. And then 1, 3, 7. Yeah. Until we rewatch it. Obviously, season 7 could end up being really good. You know, could be great. Could be terrible. But, you know, the same could be said about our watch along that we're doing this Friday. That's right, everybody. We've moved into a plug here. Make sure that you have joined the Discord. And if you're a member of the Hopefully Awesome membership on YouTube or Patreon, you can join and you can do an exclusive watch along with us this Friday, where we're going to be watching Supergirl, the movie from 1984. It's going to be a lot of fun. Yeah. It's the first time Maggie and I, either one, have seen it. So, I mean, who knows whether it's going to be good, whether it's going to be bad. It could be awful. And with that sigh, you know now that Maggie's back, everybody.
Hey guys.
How'd it go?
I read a story. I got water.
Okay.
She still said she couldn't go to sleep. So, and it's funny. I read her a story about how they had to try to get the horse from Rapunzel to go to sleep because he's been on endless patrols. He didn't want to rest.
Okay, yeah.
So I told her, I said,
sorry, that was.
I told her, I said, think about Max, how they tried to go to sleep. So how he's trying to go to sleep. I said, try those things, count. I was trying to think of all these other things.
Yeah.
I said, look around your room. Think about things that could make you sleepy or happy.
Like the story you're telling me.
Yes, I'm sorry.
I think Coolsville sucks.
Screw you. I'm trying to help our kid.
I was trying to be mean. I was just being mean. I was being funny. Maggie, what'd you think about season 6? I would be more caring and like kind of lead you into that, but I've been talking for like 17 minutes straight.
It's okay. No. I heard you every time I had to come out.
Yeah.
Excuse me. So I believe season 6 was a heck of a roller coaster ride. Like we started out with Zod, but that was good.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And then I don't know. It seemed
Ollie.
We got Ollie. Yeah.
It really.
Right.
It felt like not to put words or anything, but I feel like it was building up all the way to Justice League. Like it felt like it was getting better and better and better.
Yes.
And then Justice happens, and then I feel like that's when it starts kind of going downhill a little bit.
Justice happens, and it's like, what do we do?
Yeah. It's kind of like what they did with season 5, where they built to Jonathan dying.
Yeah.
And then like had no idea what to do with the rest of the season.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Like,
but it's like this season they did. It's just what they were going to do in the back half was just shit we don't want. Like Lex, Lana, and Clark, you know? Like we're back to that again.
Again for the umpteenth time. And, the last episode was so bananas. Like, just you turn one corner, something else is happening. Turn one corner, another thing happens. Like, that was a lot.
Yeah.
But thinking back to how we started in the season, it was pretty solid.
Yeah.
And
one of the more solid seasons.
Yes, it was. But then, just like you said, the back half, it's just like, oh, we were juggling all these things very well. And we added in another orange. Oh, guess what? We can't juggle them anymore.
Well, I feel like they dropped all the oranges but one, and the one they had was rotting. I think that's the problem.
Yeah.
Like
that was noir.
Even like the wedding and stuff, like I'm fine with. Like I thought that was good stuff.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know, it just felt like the last like 4 episodes probably. So maybe instead of like the back half, maybe like the last fourth of the season.
Yeah.
Just felt kind of not focused, you know, like Lionel being evil again.
Yeah,
but then it turned out he wasn't
like
evil
that.
again.
That was
and
that
then
was
like,
stupid.
oh, this Phantom is like the worst thing you've ever dealt with. But not even that. Like it was the prototype. Like if you think about it, Justice and all of that was 33.1. So really, we were building to prototype.
Yeah,
like that was the season-long arc. You know, plus obviously the zoners.
Phantoms. Yeah.
But like really Prototype should have been like the first part of like a 3-part finale, and instead it just stops.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, hey, we also got Bizarro over here, you know?
Guess what that Phantom was?
And like, did they clarify that just this Phantom needs a new body every 24 hours? Because there were other Phantoms that didn't need it, like Bow Wow.
No.
So I guess it's just because this Phantom was special.
Yeah, well, even Martian Manhunter said that is finding a certain type of body, a Kryptonian body.
Yeah, but it was using them up though.
Yeah,
like it was leaving them all dead.
Yeah,
because it was like using up all their energy or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know.
They weren't really clear with the details on that one.
So let me ask you this, Maggie, because we got plenty to talk about for season 6. overall, would you put this, like so far you've seen 6 seasons.
Mm-hmm.
Would you say this is in like the top 3 or the bottom 3?
Oh, God. I haven't went that far yet with my thinking.
Why don't you think on it? And we'll go ahead and get into the next segment, which is War. What is it good for?
What is it good for?
Absolutely nothing. Say it again.
Matt ZR, the Oracle in chat, says they did say the Phantom was a lab experiment. So that could be another piece as to why. Hikari's in chat.
Lady
What's up,
Hikari?
Hikari? Again, our Patreon producer for the month.
Yes.
Thank you for being that. You're awesome. So this is how all the relationships
God. Train
went
wrecks.
this season.
Train wrecks.
So I did a much simplified version of this. I think in the past I've done like every beat of a relationship. Like I've simplified it.
Okay.
So don't worry, this won't take forever. How Clark and Lana progressed this season. They began this season at odds with each other after Clark talked to Chloe about needing to kill Lex at the end of season 5. Remember that? That's where we started. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Lana becomes more and more untrusting of Clark. Red Clark tells everyone about Lana's pregnancy and kidnaps Lana, kisses her, and gets stabbed by her, leading Lana to begin discovering Clark's secret. Before her wedding, Lana uses Chloe to finally discover most of Clark's secret, finally seeing who Clark really is, and after Clark came to confess his love for her, Lana decides to leave Lex, but is forced into it by Lionel Luthor, who claims he will kill Clark, but later says he was doing this to protect Clark. Lana then decides to leave Lex once and for all and goes to tell Clark goodbye, but Clark tells Lana his secret, and she accepts him for who he is, and they kiss. Lana blows up.
Lana blows up.
She's dead. She's dead.
That damn mail truck just came out of magically nowhere
Hey, she is as
and
dead.
drove by so specifically.
Lana is as dead as any dead person has ever been dead in the history of all deadness. She's dead. D-A-D. Dead.
Dad. She's dad.
How Lex and Lana progress this season. Well, Lana almost kills Lex when he is possessed by Zod, but is stopped. Lana moves into Lex's due to her housing at Met U being destroyed during Black Thursday. Remember that was the excuse.
Oh, I know.
Isn't that
I
ridiculous?
know it was stupid.
Lex and Lana go to a costume party together, and then they do it. Lana finds out she's pregnant with Lex's baby. Lex proposes to Lana after finding out about the baby. Lana's doctor tries to blackmail Lex over Lana's pregnancy because he helped Lex fake her pregnancy, but Lex kills him instead. Lex and Lana then get married. Lex and Lana begin secretly fighting and plotting against each other, and Lana finally decides to leave Lex, but Lex hits her and threatens her if she leaves. Lana decides to leave town to stay away from Lex, but is blown up.
That's the last time you'll touch me.
That's right. I need an explosion.
Yeah, you do. Need the McGruber. That's not
There
an
we go.
explosion.
And then Lana blew up. How Clark and Lex progress this season. Clark fights and defeats his Lex Zod, saving Lex. Clark and Lex are at odds with each other for the entire season. Oliver tries to kill Lex, but Clark saves his life. Clark and Oliver team up with the rest of the JL and begin taking down Lex's operations in 33.1. Lex threatens Red Clark with a gun when he kidnapped Lana. Lex is about to be killed by Chloe, but Clark decides to save him at the last second. Lex and Clark are then trapped in a tunnel, and Clark is actually rescued by Lex. Clark finds out that Lex killed Lana and goes to kill Lex, but is stopped by Bizarro. Lex is then arrested for the murder of Lana.
Yay!
Nope.
He gets to go to jail like his dad in that one season.
Do it. You think they should recreate that? Where they
He
have to
has
shave
no
it?
hair.
I know, but that's what would be fucking hilarious about it. He just gets razor burn.
Yeah.
Like they just razor burn his head, you know?
Cut it up all shit.
Oh, yeah. Get him all shitty shaved. So now
DJ.
we've got how Lois and Clark have progressed this season. Lois is with Oliver for the first half of the season, and Lois finds out Oliver is the Green Arrow, so Clark pretends to be Green Arrow to protect Oliver's secret, and Lois kisses Green Arrow, which is Clark, and Clark smiles bigger than he has ever smiled before. You remember that? Just the big old smile on his face. I love that. Lois tells Chloe that Green Arrow is an amazing kisser and that he could teach Ollie a thing or two. After Lois and Oliver break up, Jimmy tries to set Lois and Clark up on a blind date, and Lois is infected with Red K and becomes infatuated with Clark. Lois gets a titty tat of her and Clark. I think it's like a heart, right? It's like a heart. It says
Lois loves Clark.
Yeah, Jesus. Lois kisses Clark and infects him with Red K. Under Red K, Clark tells Lois his secrets. After they come back to their senses, Lois and Clark discuss if they probably had sex, but Clark assures her that they did not. Clark makes a comment about them not being together like that, and Lois becomes visibly saddened as she maybe actually likes Clark.
Poor Lois.
It's a sad shock. Lois and Clark fight in a fight club together, and then Lois moves back in with the Kents temporarily while Wes was still attacking her so that Clark can keep her safe. And then Lois died. But then Chloe saved Lois.
Right. There's a lot there.
How do you feel the goalposts have moved this season with Lois and Clark? I feel like we were doing good for a minute.
Yeah.
And then they were like,
nope, we better stop.
Gotta take it back.
They broke.
Take it
her
back.
And Oliver.
We need
her
Lana.
And Oliver broke up.
We
gotta wait. We gotta wait.
We need Lana back in here.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to see Lois and Clark together. Everybody just wants Lana, Lex, and Clark. Fuck off. Fuck off.
Stupid fan mail.
Yeah, that's what it was. Is the goddamn fan mail.
Shouldn't have listened. Don't listen to them.
Yeah, don't listen to the fans. Fans don't know anything.
Do we know? Okay.
Nothing. We know a whole lot of nothing.
The masses happy.
That's right. We only know how to keep the mouses happy. Mouse's ear.
That nobody will get that joke.
Let's get continuity.
Carry on my wayward son.
I am the villain of the story. This is the first season to air on the CW. John Glover is promoted to Annette O'Toole's is promoted to Annette O'Toole's with billing, as she is promoted to the show's first and billing. So she took John Snyder's spot, and John Glover took her spot.
Everybody getting a bump in pay, baby.
Yeah. So who's gonna take John Glover's spot in season 7? Because Martha's gone, and I'm assuming John Glover will take her spot.
I don't know who it could be.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I know who it is.
Oh, okay.
Do you want me to tell you?
Sure.
Pretty sure it's Lex.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. With Michael Rosenbaum as Lex Luthor and John Glover as Lana Luthor.
Okay.
Or maybe it's still with John Glover as Lana Luthor and Lex. And Michael Rosenbaum. I could see that. I could be wrong, though. What the hell do I know?
Whatever.
There is no new main character this season. As far as an actual main casted character.
Yeah.
Obviously we got Jimmy, we got Ollie, but they're not in the opening credits. This is the first season in a while, I guess, because season 4 they added Jason, and season 5 they added Lois, and so season 6, I'm trying to think. I don't think season 3 added anybody. I know we lost Pete.
We lost Pete to God,
but I think that was
America.
That was the end of season 3.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway.
Hi, DJ. I see you.
What's up, DJ? DJ. This is the first season to have only 7 cast members. Season 6 credits include footage from season 4, season 5, and the season 6 premiere episode Zod. So all the footage in the credits, except for their little that whole thing. You want it? There it is. There it is.
If I had a fan in front of me, it'd been better.
This is the last season that features Annette O'Toole as Martha Kent as a regular cast member. This is also the last season to include Sarah Jane Redmond, Julian Christopher, and Rika Sharma as Nell Potter, Dr. McIntyre, and Dr. Harden.
Good riddance, Aunt Nell. Worst parent ever.
Hey, Maggie.
What?
She was there for some of Lana's life. All right.
Yeah,
For some
and then
of it.
she ditched Lana while she was still in high
Listen,
school to marry that
Don't be
fuck.
mad at her because she wanted Jonathan's wang and he wouldn't have none of it. All right. He didn't want that strange. All right. All right. Don't blame her for it.
I do.
She can't help it. She
I
can't
blame
help
her.
it. She's got a smelly vagina.
What? Oh, God.
Jonathan, take a look at this. He's like, no thanks. No thanks. I'm good now. I'll talk to you later. I'll talk to you later now.
Okay.
Nothing?
My.
No, I mean, no, you don't want to comment on any of the things I just said.
Nell sucked.
All right. Welcome to the party, pals.
Welcome to the party, pal.
All right. So first off, we have the list of new characters that came to Smallville. I did not make a graphic for this because there's too many.
Yeah, that's okay.
And so I didn't
all
want to
good.
do that. Otherwise, we'd have 15 graphics tonight. So first off, we got Jimmy Olsen, played by Aaron Ashmore. Raya, played by Pascal Hutton. Oliver Queen / Green Arrow by Justin Hartley. Johns / Martian Manhunter, played by Phil Morris. Linda Lake, played by Tori Spelling. Bizarro, played by Tom Welling. And then we also had some returning characters this season. So we had characters that came back to Smallville, including General Zod, played by Michael Rosenbaum. Nam Ek, played by Leonard Roberts. The voice of Jor-El, played by Terrence Stamp. Bart Allen by Cal Gardner. Arthur Curry by Alan Rickson. Victor Stone by Lee Thompson Young. Nell Potter returned played by Sarah Jane Redmond. And Moira Sullivan returned, played by Linda Carter. Technically, Moira had appeared before, but this is the first time that she was played by Linda Carter. So, then we also have Maggie. I know you're probably thinking like, well, we have characters that showed up for the first time. We have characters that returned. What other grouping of characters could there be? Well, Maggie. These are the characters that came to or returned to Smallville via the Oliver Queen Chronicles. All right. So we got
my God.
Robert Queen, Laura Queen, Bridget Crosby, Virgil Swan, who was only mentioned by Bridget Crosby, did not actually show up. Alden, Oliver's school friend. Jeffrey, who is Oliver's school friend. Young Lex Luthor. Remember that? Remember seeing him in the 180p? It's terrible.
Horrid.
And also we got to see Mysterious Monkey.
Ooh, yep.
Mysterious Monkey showed up.
Yep. He
Maggie?
sure did.
Maggie, what'd you think about all the new characters we had this year?
I mean,
Justin Hartley's hot. We
Justin
know.
Hartley,
We
I
know.
love him. He's super cute. Still is.
There he is. He's like a fine wine. He only gets better with age.
Kind of like Paul Rudd.
Boner alert.
Oh my Lord, hold on.
Hikari put, I think it's a dish. I think it's a dish. No,
That's an eye.
It's an eye. It's an eye. Young Lex played by a High School Musical alum. That's true.
But not in the.
Yeah, I was actually talking about the child Lex, not school Lex, I
Yeah.
guess. But you are right. You are right.
I heard a hot guy. Yeah, Justin Hartley.
It's in the name.
It's in the name. Hotly.
Think outside his buns.
Well, before the Oliver Queen Chronicles.
My name is Oliver Queen. My name is Oliver Queen. And after 300 years, I've become mayor of Star City. Welcome to my nightmare.
Oh, he is fine. Anyways, before the Chronicles thing that's going to give me nightmares
Yeah.
for us of my
The
life.
Oliver Queen Chronicles.
Yes. The characters that return and stuff, I thought was really cool. Like, yes, even though it annoyed the hell out of me seeing Aunt Nell again. Whoa.
Yeah.
Shit.
It was cool that they brought her
Shit.
back. It like for continuity's sake.
Yeah.
It was cool.
She wasn't there at that wedding.
She was
Screw
there at
her.
the wedding.
She was? I thought she
I
was.
thought that was the episode she was there.
She showed up for rehearsal. Didn't she?
I'm pretty sure she was there for the wedding.
Yeah, she was. I remember her fixing her, like lacing up her corset.
Yeah.
Back.
She's like, us lanes gotta do what we gotta do for money. She's like,
Fancy, don't let me down.
she's like, she gave her the same pep talk that Drew Barrymore's mom gave her in The Wedding Singer. So she'd marry Gulia.
Yeah, it should be Julia Gulia.
Yeah. And Julia Gulia. That's kind of funny. Anyway, what'd you think about Jimmy Olsen?
Jimmy Olsen.
Jimmy Olsen. James Olsen.
Aaron Ashmore.
Aaron Ashmore.
I like him.
Aaron
being there.
Stone.
Oh my god.
That was something. What was Aaron? Aaron Stone was something. Maybe a Nickelodeon, maybe a Disney show. I don't know.
Famous Jet Jackson.
Yeah, I mean, he showed up.
Yep.
The whole Justice League.
AC.
It's cool getting them back together.
And Bart.
I could have used a bit more Bart. I'll be honest.
We needed more Bart.
Yeah.
They did no justice to him in the.
Oh, Maggie. Oh, Maggie. Oh,
in
my
the,
God.
What was it? The comic?
Yeah.
The moving graphic novel that was like near to impossible to
It's
read.
called a motion comic. That's what they call them.
geek.
That's what they call them. They're called motion comics.
God, you're a nerd.
Yeah, I am. There's one for Watchmen. They did the entire Watchmen graphic novel, okay, as that, in that style. And like it's one dude doing all the voices. I never watched it. Billy watched it and told me it was terrible. I do own it on DVD though.
Kind of like watching the Pirates comic
Yeah.
from Watchmen.
Yeah, but that was animated. This is what they did for Smallville. Like it's like they took the panel and like they kind of moved it.
Yeah.
Kind of. They like converted it
I
into
feel like
layers.
they dragged it. They're like, okay, we're hitting, which I know this didn't exist back then. Like
that's probably
screen
what they did.
record, we're gonna drag it around.
Dang, this was only 2007.
I
Like
know,
screen
like-
recording was a thing.
Not
Screen-
on cell phones and shit.
on cell phones.
No,
I'm not. Who's talking about cell phones? I'm talking about on
that's
PC,
where my
dog.
brain's going,
They
man.
listen. They took the
Shut up,
comic,
dog.
dropped it into Photoshop,
Come on, dog.
converted it into Adobe Illustrator to where they could have 15 different layers, and then they started moving them, and they gave like one a little like bubble, and like somebody made a couple $100.
Oracle and chat's already answered your question about Aaron
Aaron Stone was Disney XD. It was created by the same producer who did Power Rangers SPD, Mystic Force, Operation Overdrive, and Jungle Fury. Well, fuck me. Thank you. That's the Oracle, everybody.
Upgrades.
My heart's racing. I'm sorry. I think it's where I have a lot of sugar pumping through my body. I'm sorry.
Jimmy.
Jimmy. It was great. It's great having him
I will
and
say,
Chloe together.
as much as I love Jimmy, I do have to blame him for Noir.
Yes.
So,
It's all his fault.
fuck Jimmy.
It's all his fault. We got
Fuck Batman. Very Titans.
Yes. How dare you?
You're like, fuck Batman. Fuck Batman. I'm my own guy. Work to the Titans.
Quit, Jimmy.
That's what he's doing. That's what he did.
You're being Jimmy
I
Fallon.
was more being Dwight Schrute as Jim. Silly comment. Anything else you want to say about the characters, Maggie?
I'm trying, but I keep on getting derailed. And I'm so ADD right now. I feel like.
Ad?
Oh my God. We can move on. We can move on.
You sure?
Yes, I'm sure. Let's
All right,
go.
well,
Let's move it. Let's move it.
Let's remember all those that we lost this year on Smallville.
We're all gonna die.
All right. I've got the rundown for us for the season. Don't. This is a long segment. 42, Maggie, for fuck's sake. 42 people died in season 6, plus Dark Thursday, which has an unknown body count. Okay. There are 5 episodes this season where no one died. By the end of this season, there have been a total of 41 episodes in the series where no one died. On average, that's approximately 7 episodes per season where no one dies.
Good.
That's not a good average. That's not that good. Clark saved the following: Chloe and Lois 2 times each. He saved Lana 3 times and Lex 6 times.
God damn it, Clark.
I guess once is, let's see if we remember. Once is Legzod. I don't feel like.
And also when Chloe is about to kill him.
When Chloe's about to kill him. We're probably going to count the explosion underground. We're probably going to count when Oliver tried to shoot him with the arrow. There's probably a couple more in there somewhere. Let's see here. Clark saved Jimmy, Oliver, and Martha once each. Clark was involved in 2 deaths, the death of Titan and the death of Wes Keenan and Kel. Clark was saved by Lex, Chloe, the heroes, I'm assuming that's Justice League, himself, and Martha all once each. And Raya and John Jones saved Clark twice. So you see, even a Superman needs saving every once in a while.
There's a lot of saving going
I
on.
can't do this all on my own. I know I'm no Superman. Ooh, I'm no Superman.
Man.
Let's get into the freak of the week, bitches.
Major Funky.
Ow, Major Funky. So this is the part of the show where typically we rank the freaks of the week. However, on our season episodes, we also rank the seasonal special features, which is what we're going to be talking about right now, everybody. So that's the wrong button. There we go. Told you I have way too many graphics. So this season included the following special features: the Green Arrow Legend of the Emerald Archer documentary. We watched, I believe we watched everything that I'm about to say, so I'm not going to say that every time. But this was a fun little documentary. Reminds me
it's really good.
A lot of the, like whenever the DC animated movies come out, they would always have like a little thing about it. I really liked it.
Yeah, I liked it too.
Mark Hamill.
Yeah, Mark Hamill narrating. And
see, this is the reason why I bought Elektra twice. Because the director's cut actually has on the DVD the bonus feature, which is a documentary about the history of Elektra. Yeah, it wasn't on the original. The original just had like a trailer and that's it.
Of course, it's just regular cut.
I love all these. I love all these little featurettes. Tell me about like, hey, the Fantastic Four were actually made because they were close to monsters and they didn't know if superheroes would work.
Excuse me.
Yeah. Stanley. Smallville, big fans.
Excuse me.
Which shows the results of an online search which was conducted recently to locate the ultimate Smallville fan. Even more detailed in the legacy which the show is building upon daily through its online presence on dedicated fan sites and at conventions being hosted around the world. A global phenomenon, this featurette examines the craze and shows why people around the world are proud to be such dedicated fans of the series. It was an interesting one.
Yeah,
a lot of freaks.
A lot of
and geeks.
Cheesy things.
Get it? Some dorks.
Yeah.
Bunch of dorks. Would you drink a Kryptini?
No.
What about what was the first?
Clark Teeny, I think.
Oh my god. I mean, at least Kryptini is funny.
I think it's Clark Teeny.
I'm pretty sure it's just a green apple martini.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd try it.
Yeah.
Not from those fucks.
No. That's why I
and
said
their
no.
wall of weir was terrible.
Yeah, they made up their own articles.
Yeah. And like it sucked. I don't know who the fuck these biggest fans are.
I highly doubt that couple is still together.
Surely not. I hope not.
She looks so
I hope
unhappy.
she murdered him. Wait, were they a couple or just friends?
Oh, they were married.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, no, that's... oh, boy.
Like I said, I'd be shocked. And I like how they interview people who are like, yeah, I tell my, was it cats that or son or whatever?
Dogs.
Or dogs.
To be quiet.
To be quiet.
For the next hour because Smallville's on.
It's mommy shows coming on.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I mean, fair enough.
And like the guy that like...
his mom was hanging up his underwear.
Yes. Oh my god.
That was a lot. That was too much.
It wasn't good.
No.
It was like Comic-Con episode 4, Comic-Con whatever, the Morgan Spurlock documentary about Comic-Con.
Mm-hmm.
Except it sucked ass. Much like Morgan Spurlock. Because he also sucks ass.
And like Tom Welling was like nowhere to be found in like the interviews.
Oh yeah, no, none of the big three. Like Lex was barely in one.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, that was only because they were on set.
Yeah, and they asked Lex.
They snuck him in there somehow. He wasn't at a convention or nothing.
Well, they asked Lex, they're like, or Michael Rosenbaum, what's the best gift a fan's given you? And he says, oh, it was a wooden spoon.
Yeah, carved into
that
his likeness.
Yes.
Yeah, that's weird, man. We also had the Oliver Queen Chronicles. These animated mobisodes originally aired from January 18th. Hey, that's Cloverfield Day. To February 22nd, 2007 via Sprint cell phones. Then they went online on February 23rd, 2007 via the CW website. The Oliver Queen Chronicles was originally going to be a 2D animation. This was tracing the origin story of Green Arrow through animation. The end user is treated to refreshing take on how Oliver Queen made his transformation to the Emerald Archer. What did you think about the Oliver Queen Chronicles?
Fucking DC.
Yeah.
They have probably
It's
one
Warner
of the
Brothers.
one of the best. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
one of the best animation departments.
Warner Brothers.
Yes.
We're talking Looney Tunes.
Yes.
Yeah. They could have
One
even
of
got the
the best.
Freakazoid team on it.
Yeah.
You know?
They could have gotten anybody in on it. But yet they went this route with some and I pray the company that did it, they're doing better now, but like that's some rinky-dink ass stuff. They're like, we're trying to make it still look like a graphic novel. And I'm like, no graphic novel looks like
You're making it look like the toilet paper I wipe my ass with. Like,
you're making it look like the Polar Express.
dude, no, that's giving it too much credit. Like, you remember the monkeys in Beast Wars?
Yes.
They looked better than this. And that was like 95.
Yeah. Well, Beast Wars looks a hell of a lot
Yeah,
better
but I
than
mean,
this.
like, you gotta, they're like robots and stuff. Like, you gotta look organic, right?
Yeah.
And like, those monkeys look terrible. But fucking, they look like goddamn fucking
it's eyes.
starry-eyed, you know? Starry skies or whatever.
It's
fucking
eyes.
Leonardo da Vinci.
Yeah, that one monkey, like at the end.
The mysterious monkey.
Yeah, the mysterious monkey. His
Yeah.
eyes started glowing red.
Wait.
Wait, was that John?
Was it supposed to be John Johns? Surely
No,
not.
he
Surely
can't.
not.
He can't morph into an animal.
Yeah, no, he can be whatever. He shapeshifts, dog. Remember, because
Yeah, Beast Boy.
in Young Justice, the Beast Boy gets his power, which I don't think that's canon to
Yeah.
like normal stuff.
No.
Pretty sure he gets his powers from the red,
I mean, yeah, that makes sense.
like Animal Man.
Animal Man does whatever an
Animal
animal
can.
can.
Sits on a bike and nobody wins. Animal Man. Is he a man or is he a threat? When he's underwater, does he get wet? Or does the water get him instead? Nobody knows. Animal Man. That's they might be giants
Yes.
from Tiny Toon Adventures. We also got the making of the Oliver Queen Chronicles, a retrospective glimpse into what was involved with the concept from concept to completion with the Green Arrow Mobisodes.
Oh my god.
Man, do you miss the days of Mobisodes?
I never got to quote unquote enjoy them, so
Yeah, I had a Sprint phone and I still couldn't figure out how to watch it.
yeah. They're like, if you have AT&T, you can enjoy tonight's blah blah blah. And I'm like, Huh?
Text *79 to get Smallville's ringtones and ring back.
Oh my god, those ringbacks
That'll be
are so bad.
$13.99 monthly to use that ringback.
We're Verizon. We're having a sale on our ringbacks, 99 cents each. Oh God, Mom, can I get one?
Let's move on. Smallville Legends: Justice and Doom, an animated on-screen comic book that aired during the last 6 episodes of season 6. The volumes take place after the events of Justice and ties into several episode storylines, specifically Combat, Prototype, and Phantom, set during the aftermath of Lex Luthor's 33.1 experiments. A covert team of vigilantes, Green Arrow, Aquaman, Impulse, and Cyborg, embark on global missions to dismantle Lex's underground network of metahuman experimentations. As level 33.1 facilities are destroyed one by one, the team uncovers a deeper conspiracy tied to Project Ares and the rise of Kryptonian-enhanced super soldiers. Sorry. Their operations are guided by Watchtower, which is Chloe,
Yeah.
and later by an anonymous figure who pushes them towards key discoveries, including a hidden car containing a vital formula and a message foretelling an army built by scientists. The mission spanned from Cordo Maltese to St. Roch to Star City, culminating in a direct confrontation with one of Lex's fully activated soldiers, engineered with the powers of multiple metahumans. Through flashbacks, the cryptic clues, the team uncovers connections to Ezra Small's prophecies. Dr.
Oh, the
Virgil.
Smallville Smalls.
Yeah, he had prophecies. Dr. Virgil Swan's secret society and Jor-El's long-term plan to prepare Earth for its destined protector. As the heroes grow closer to understanding their role in the larger legacy of Krypton, the mysterious narrator is revealed to be Martian Manhunter, quietly shaping their journey and preparing them for the battles yet to come. Nope. There you go. So, like, I looked into this, and, like, I don't know. I thought Martian Manhunter, I thought it was revealed at the end of that Martian Manhunter had been Small.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But I don't think he was.
wasn't.
And, like, but I like the final comic in this.
Mhm.
That, like, it was John telling the whole thing.
Yeah.
And, like, it showed like Isabella Thoreau or whatever, like burying the shit, and then it showed Swan, and like it kind of tied into a lot of these things.
Yeah.
You know. And
Yeah.
I appreciated that.
Yeah.
I thought that was cool.
It was pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah. And I will say I don't want to get too into this, so I'll just say that I appreciate some of the things that was in this that seem to be foreshadowing some stuff that happens in season 7 that I was not aware ever got foreshadowed. I thought it was just something that they just completely dropped from out of nowhere.
So now you know where it comes from.
Well, not. I mean, I don't know if I believe it, or if like they just got really lucky, or if there's a thread that I've just not seen this whole time, which is possible. Because now I'm even thinking back to season 4, and I feel like there was some discussions in that led to season 7 stuff. And like, it's shocking. Because again, I just always thought this was just something kind of retroactively placed into the series. Now there is one blatant thing that they do force into the series, specifically with Lex's mansion. That's all I'm gonna say. And like his family's crest. I'll just leave it at that. And it's like a blatant like addition that they just pretend has been there the whole time. Okay. And like that was the only thing that, but like looking at this, thinking back, like maybe I've been too hard on season 7. No, I've not been. I've not been at all. I will be shocked. I will be fucking shocked if we end season 7 and I am like way, way higher on it. If it ends up in my top 5, because I'll be honest, like I won't negate, like I will eat shit. I don't care.
Eat crow.
You know, I'll do it. Smallville crows. I'll do it. Like if I'm wrong, if I actually like season 7, I'll admit to it. I will just be shocked if it actually ends up being like one of my favorite seasons. I can't imagine that it will be though. I I can't imagine it.
You can't.
Something Matt really is annoyed by, LOL. It's true, it is. Nothing gets on my nerves more than a continuity error that's lied to our face, you know? It's like when they...
Lied to our face.
Yeah. Lied straight to our face.
Straight to our face.
So, now it's time to add Season 6 special features to our current ranking of the Smallville special features. So... currently, the ranking is at number 1, Season 4's, which includes a commentary for Crusade, Transference, and Spell, which is includes the story of Tom dancing. Behind Closed Doors Inside the Writer's Room, Being Lois Lane documentary. And then at number 2, we have Season 2, which has a commentary for Red and Rosetta, The Chloe Chronicles, Volume 1,
Oh, God.
Faster Than a Speeding Bullet, The Visual Effects of Smallville, Christopher Reeve's Man of Steel, and a gag reel.
Yeah.
The gag reel was funny.
Yeah, it was.
Because remember when Michael Rosenbaum walks in and he's doing like the Austin Powers music?
Oh, yeah.
He's like, "Wanna fuck?" That was funny. Number 3, we got Season 5, which had a commentary on Thirst and Splinter, Smallville 100th episode, The Making of a Milestone documentary, and the entire Vengeance Chronicles, which was live action. Lest we forget.
Sponsored by AccuView Contact Lenses.
Sponsored by AccuView Contact Lenses. Never forget. At number 4, we've got Season 1, which includes a commentary for the pilot and Metamorphosis, as well as deleted scenes. And I feel like we might need to re-rank this because I feel like Season 3, like, deserves higher. But I feel like we just didn't pay attention to it when we did it or something. I don't know. Because Season 3 includes commentary on Exile, Truth, and Memoria, producing Smallville, the heroes behind the camera, the Chloe Chronicles Volume 2, which includes Lionel, and a gag reel. So I feel like Season 3 special features is actually higher.
Everybody tell Lucy goodnight.
Not Lulu.
Apparently she's ready to leave.
Game City Saver says Season 7 is not that bad, though. It was the writer's strike that screwed it up. I disagree. You're correct. The writer's strike did play a part, especially the final, 7, 10 episodes, whatever. But I feel like the structure of Season 7 was already shit before the writer's strike. Like, there's one very big thing about Season 7 that I feel like really, really, like, just retreaded a lot of the same water that we dealt with in Smallville. And I can't say anything about it because
I
Maggie
don't
doesn't
know.
But don't worry. As we get going in Season 7, I will be able to very much say exactly what I'm feeling. Maggie, do you want to move Season 3?
Yes.
Where would you... I'm feeling it at least above number 1.
Mm-hmm.
So you think you want to flip them?
Yeah.
Okay. And where would you like to put the Season 6 special features?
Let's see.
Excuse me. I'm so sorry.
I want to say... Let's see. It goes 5, 2...
Yeah.
And then...
well, no, it goes 1... I'm sorry. It goes Season 4, Season 2, Season 5, Season 3, Season 1. That's the current ranking.
I want to say above Season 3.
So you think Season 5 special features were better than Season 6's?
Yes.
I think I'll give you that, because the Vengeance Chronicles were better than the Oliver Chronicles. So our new number 4 is going to be Season 6. All right. That is your new ranking, everybody, of special features. But we're not done yet, because not only do we rank the special features, we also rank the Freaks of the Week for the best and worst of the season. So we're going to do that.
Major Funky.
All right. So, current ranking for the best Freaks of the Weeks. These are all the number 1s. So, at number 1, we got Red Clark from Season 2. Number 2, Legzod from Season 5. Number 3, Ryan from Season 1. Number 4, Crypto from Season 4. And number 5, Alicia from Season 3. Where do we want to put Red Clois? I'll be honest.
Hot take.
Okay. I think I'm probably
Above
gonna agree.
Ryan.
Above Ryan.
Mm-hmm.
Hotter take. Above Red Clark.
What?
New number one, baby. New number one. Come on, she got titty tat. You know, Red Clark walks in. It's like we got a better Red Clark, and we got Red Lois, and we got like Red Clark walking in and being like to the bride, oh, she can't drink because she's pregnant. Like, I feel like that's way better than
yes,
than like the mafia bike lady.
yeah,
You know, right?
I agree.
All right, new number one with a bullet. Number one with a bullet. Red Clois. All right, and now time to rank the fucking worst.
The worst of the worst.
That's right,
Oh my
everybody. So-
god! Look at these fucks.
Dude, what's funny? Here, I gotta move us out of the way. Is like,
Oh god!
half of these pictures feature somebody naked, like half naked.
Yeah,
There we go. See, look,
but she
Feel like-
loves Lex.
I just find it funny that 3 of the 6 are shirtless, and like 2 of the 6 are super racist.
Oh yeah.
You know, so I mean, like that's the other thing. So we got to add Jed McNally.
Oh, God.
From season 6, which is the racist graboid. So our current ranking, and now this is like the worst of the worst is number 1. Okay. So like they should get progressively less bad as it goes down. If that
Okay.
makes sense. So like Bug Boy is number 1. Number 2 is Byron
Byron.
from season 2, who can't go outside. And number 3, we have Adam Sandler from season 4, who killed Alicia. And number 4, we have Darkwing Duck from season 5, episode Fanatic. She was the one that was obsessed with Lex.
Mhm.
And number 5, we have Garrett from season 3,
Garrett.
whose brother went boom, and was also Wes Keenan. Like it's the same actor,
Oh.
but he's not playing Wes Keenan, but he's playing another like soldier that died.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not the same guy.
Nope.
I mean, it's the same actor, but it's not the same guy.
Oh, the same person.
They're like, ah, man, you know who we should get? Should get that guy back. Got to get a Rat Man hand back.
he'll be Wes.
So where do we want to put goddamn this racist fuck?
I want to say number 1.
Jed McNally. You think Jed McNally is worse than Bug Boy?
He's racist as all hell.
I mean, yeah, he is racist. But like, I love the joke of Bug Boy being the worst, though. Like-
well, we could keep Bug Boy at number 1.
Okay. I feel like Bug Boy he was the first shit one, you know? Like, it's hard. Like, that deserves praise. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Jade McNally sucks, but, like, he's not, like, he's at least a character. Like, there is writing there. Bad writing.
Oh yeah.
And, like, terrible superpowers. But, like, he is at least a character. Whereas Bug Boy is nothing. He's
Yeah.
nothing. He's empty.
Yeah.
Almost as bad as Garrett. Like, honestly, I feel like Garrett's probably the worst one, if I'm being totally honest. But,
Wait.
so what do you think? Do you think, what? Jed McNally,
Number 2.
number 2. So, worse than Byron.
Yeah.
Byron.
I'm sad.
I won't go outside. He's beastly, remember? He's beastly. That's what it was.
He's droopy.
No, beastly.
Droopy.
Jed McNally. There we go. All right, everybody, your new ranking of the worst of the fucking worst. Look at these assholes. It doesn't get any worse than this, you know? Doesn't get any worse than that. But you know what does get worse? Puberty!
It does.
But with superpowers.
Big change.
So loud.
No, it
All
wasn't.
right. So this season, Clark develops super breath in the episode Sneeze. Oh, it was just a sneeze. Chloe's crypto power is revealed as empathic healing tears that apparently innervated her upon use in the episode Phantom. Chloe's dead. Oliver uses the following trick arrows this season: knockout gas, grapple, zip line, diamond tipped, taser, EMP arrow, and electric. They're two different. Taser, EMP, and electric are all different. All right. Red Oliver uses super strength and healing factor. Martian Manhunter uses the following abilities this season: flight, energy projection, super speed, invisibility, telepathy, shape-shifting, sensing, invulnerability, super strength, and healing factor. Bart uses the following abilities in this season:
Bart.
advanced super speed, super stamina / super endurance, Erica endurance. AC uses the following abilities this season: super speed, super breathing, night vision, and superhuman strength. Zod uses the following abilities this season: super strength, super speed, invulnerability, and the power of flight, bitches. And Bizarro uses the following abilities this season: possession, superhuman strength, super speed, flight, and genetic mimicry. Genetic mimicry, Maggie.
Mimicry.
Maggie.
Mimicry.
No flights, no tots. Did they break the rule this season?
Yeah, like Zod flew.
Like Zod flew in the episode Zod. Martian Manhunter flew in the episode Static and Phantom. And Bizarro flew in the episode Phantom. Clark super leaped a couple of times, but did not fly.
And there's some gentlemen wearing some pretty tight costumes.
Oh, yeah, Injustice. Oh, shit, dog. Look at that. Look at that.
Look at that.
Look at
It's just
that.
their groins.
You can see their dicks. Give me that dick.
I'm gonna go Vag.
So, Maggie, what do you think? Did they break the rules this year?
Yeah,
I think they did.
they did.
Like, I would say, like, yes, Clark did not fly,
Yeah.
and Clark did not wear tots.
Mm.
However, everyone else around him's flying. Everyone else around him's wearing costumes. Like, this is, again, kind of going back to what I was talking about while you was in there. Arrested Development, you know? Like, they just don't, like, they don't want to let Clark fly or have tots. And so they actively do not let him do that, even though it doesn't make any fucking sense for the show. Like, if they didn't have that rule, I feel like he would have been flying in Titan, you know?
Yeah.
Honestly, if we're being honest, I feel like that would have happened probably
Seasons ago.
I'm going to say like season 4 finale. Like, I don't really know. I feel like he would have flew during the meteor shower.
Yeah.
Obviously not tides. I don't know if he would have ever wore like the Superman costume
No.
itself. But I mean, there's workarounds.
Yes.
Like he could have easily wore something.
Lady Hikari in chat, she has a request. I need you to read it.
She has a request. They all look odd.
No.
Oh, further down.
Bottom.
Those thuds, did the dicks hit the table?
I think Coolsville sucks.
They did. Check out that dick.
I'm so dead.
All right. Speaking of being dead, let's talk about drugs, but it's kryptonite.
What's OxyContin?
Poor Ryan.
Love you.
Oliver takes the drug RL65 in this episode, this season, the Red Oliver episode. Though not inherently made from kryptonite that we know of, it does give Oliver superhuman abilities and affects him in a similar way that Red K affects Clark, including anger, irrational, lack of inhibitions. All of this is shown by him leaving his Green Arrow gear out and about in his loft.
Yep.
And of course, Red K makes its return and works as an aphrodisiac for Lois while functioning like an illegal stimulant for Clark.
Kind of like how Fry's nose on Futurama was an aphrodisiac.
Yeah, exactly. Bizarro absorbs the green kryptonite from Lionel and becomes supercharged, functioning much like a cocaine.
A cocaine?
A cocaine.
Ah.
Made a bit of a cocaine. Any thoughts about drugs? All right.
That guy that made that sound got arrested for cocaine, yeah?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did. Fucking Tim Allen out here snorting, selling, slinging that rock, slinging his balls. DC References, part of a bigger universe. You just don't know it yet.
You become part of a bigger universe. You just don't know it yet.
So the following are
Curio?
a lot, maybe not all, but a lot of the DCU references that were found this season on Smallville. Now these are the direct references, so these are not like the pussyfooting around.
Oh, good. Like
So-
the ones that are trying too hard.
Yeah, like these are the direct ones. So the inside of the Phantom Zone is seen for the first time, while several other aliens are released from it. The ongoing plot throughout the season is for Clark to recapture the escaped prisoners from the Phantom Zone. The Smallville version of comic characters are introduced as Martian Manhunter, Jimmy Olsen, Oliver Queen, the Justice League, Lamar Johnson, Titan, and Bizarro all make their appearances on Smallville. The first appearance of Superman's iconic S shield on the necklace used to capture the zoners and on the gateway from the Phantom Zone appears. So the first time we ever, because we always got the 8, you know, or we got the Smallville S. You know, this is the first time we actually get the straight up, this is the Superman shield.
Yeah.
I thought that was cool. The Robin Hood costume Oliver Queen wears to the ball matches the Silver Age Green Arrow costume in the comics and cartoons. One of Oliver's old friends tells him he needs to get back to Gotham. Gotham City is, of course, the home of the Dark Knight, Batman.
I'm Batman. I am vengeance. I am the night. I am Oliver Queen.
Oliver Queen tells Clark. Hey, all right. Oliver Queen tells Clark that he was going to create a boxing glove arrow. This is a nod to Green Arrow's boxing glove arrow he uses in the comics. Although Jor-El established the brain interactive construct term in Vessel, this is the first time in the series that the term Brainiac is used. Raya mentions that Jor-El wanted every detail of Clark's ship to be perfect, including his blanket. In the comics and movies, Superman's suit was made from the blanket he was wrapped when his spaceship landed on Earth. When Lex shows Lionel a blurred photograph of Bart, he describes Bart as having the ability to, quote, move faster than a speeding bullet. This is a common description of Superman in the comics. Chloe's code name of Watchtower is the name of the JLA headquarters. After being rescued by a super speeding impulse, Chloe remarks to Clark, I thought you were the fastest man alive, traditionally used to describe the Flash. So see what they did in there? They flipped it. They flipped it. They flipped it.
flopped.
You would have thought it was like Fortnite season 3 in this bitch, all right? Because they flipped chapter 3. Chapter 3.
No.
After Clark super leaps with Lois from the Daily Planet balcony to Oliver's balcony, Lois remarks that Clark is, quote, able to leap tall buildings in a single bound. Moira Sullivan is portrayed by Linda Carter, famously known for playing DC superhero Wonder Woman in the 1970s on the television show Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman.
Clark is referred to as, quote, the Man of Steel, one of Superman's nicknames. The shot of the 1940s Daily Planet signage on the episode Noir is from the 1950s TV show The Adventures of Superman starring George Reeves. That is pretty much the biggest DC references. Now, of course, there are plot lines that are specifically like Martian Manhunter, right? Bizarro, you know, but like that's plot. These are just like things that also happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So now it's time to get into the Talon mix. Remy Zero!
Hey, I like these guys. Yeah. Remy Zero!
Shut up, Pete.
All right.
Trying to enjoy prom.
Well, it was homecoming.
A little shut up.
No, spring formal.
Spring formal.
Yeah, spring formal. This season of Smallville featured the following music: Dark by Telepicture, Club Young by Telepictures, I Won't Wait by Fred Spiegelman. It Ends Tonight by the All-American Rejects. Ache demo version by James Carrington. Goldberg Variations BWV 988 Variation 21 Canon on the 7th by John Runsnack. Reunion of Old Friends by Chris McGeary. Ease My Pain by Brian Way. Fresh Azimas by Bow Wow. Azimas?
Fresh Azimas. I mean, yeah.
Cain and Abel by Josh Kelly. Prelude 1221 by AFI. I'll Wait for You by Jay Condiotti. High and Low by Greg Laswell. Yesterday by Hefschill, a.k.a. Chris Hefner. Our Finest Hour by Ginger.
Ginger.
Damn it. That's the second time I've done that. I literally did the exact fucking same thing the last time I said that. God damn it. Roadside by Rise Against. Money by Dirty Children. Closer to You by Samantha Mullen. You Could Be Happy by Snow Patrol. Cathedral Largo Handled by Handel. Toccata and Fugu in D minor by Bach. Cathedral Prelude B by Bach. Bridal Chorus by Richard Wagner. Wedding March by Mendelssohn. Heavenly Day by Patty Griffin. Steppin' by Telepictures. As You Get Closer by Brian Way. Scruggs by Telepictures. Figured Out Love by Fred Spiegelman. Overture, The Flying Dutchman by Wagner. Tannhauser Overture by Richard Wagner. The Finger Points to You instrumental by Max Zane. Somebody Else by Vanessa Rojo, performed by Erica Durance.
Mm-hmm.
And Is This Where by Julie Gribble. And also, last season, I was supposed to bring up the Metropolis mix, and I did not, as it was released during season 5. So we're going to rectify that now, because the Metropolis mix is the second official soundtrack of Smallville and includes songs which appeared during season 4 and season 5 and was released on November 8th, 2005, and it should have been talked about during the review episode of season 5. So that album featured the following track list. Breaking Benjamin, Forget It, appears in episode Splinter. Depeche Mode, Precious, appears in the episode Arrival. Lifehouse, 'Cause That's You and Me. And now the painful. The band performs the song in the episode Spirit. Stereophonics, Superman, appears in the episode Splinter. The All-American Rejects, Dirty Little Secret, appears in the episode Hypnotic.
Hypnotic.
Oh, everything's like glitching out. Are we okay? I think we're okay. All right.
Okay.
Appears in the episode Hypnotic. Josh Kelly, Almost Honest, appears in the episode Hypnotic. The Dandy Warhols, All the Money or the Simple Life, Honey, appears in the episode Aqua. Brendan Benson, Cold Hands, appears in the episode Exposed. Diamond Knights, The Girls, Attractive, appears in the episode Thirst. Flashlight Brown, I'm a Human, appears in episode Exposed. Him, Wicked Game, appears in the episode Solitude. KT Tunstall, Other Side of the World, does not appear in an episode. Mini Driver, Hungry Heart. Rascal Flats Feels Like Today by the Rascal Flats appears in the episode Run. And that
feels like today.
Is that how it goes?
Yeah.
Life is a highway. I want to drive it all night long. Ka-chow.
Ka-chow.
Pa-cha-pow.
Wow.
Fuck Rascal Flats.
Why?
Fuck them. Fuck them.
I actually like them.
I'm sure they're probably racist.
I don't know.
I'm making a large assumption here, but I'm pretty sure every country artist is racist. I'm
you
joking.
go get a bar, a soap, and wash your mouth out. Dolly is good.
Dolly's not country. Dolly is...
Reba is country.
Dolly is beyond. All right. Are you on drugs?
What is Oxycontin?
And now it's time for the countdown to Superman. 14 weeks until Superman returns to cinemas, everybody. Woo!
It's gonna be great seeing Superman come back to cinemas.
Next time on Smallville.
Next time, Gadget.
Next time.
Next time.
All right, everybody. Next time on Smallville, we're going to be talking about Supergirl, the movie from
Hell
1984. That's right. Of course, in between seasons, we always take a quick break just to kind of let the season, wash upon us. And so Maggie can kind of feel the
spirit,
the split between the two seasons. So we're going to be watching Supergirl and then talking about that. This will wrap up our Christopher Reeves movies that we watched. Obviously, Christopher Reeves not in Supergirl, but apparently it's kind of the same universe.
It's supposed to be.
We're watching it. We're watching it. It's going to be great. And guess what? Not only are we watching it, you can watch it with us. That's right, everybody. Head on over to the Discord. If you are a member of the YouTube membership or the Patreon membership, you can get the exclusive member-only watch-along this Friday live at 9 p.m. on Discord. So if you're watching this live, you can sign up and come join us. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, you can.
We're gonna watch it.
We can dance. We can have a dance party.
Yeah, Matt. I've got some shorts you can check out from our last Discord watch along. It was great. So definitely come hang out with us this Friday live as we watch Supergirl for the first time. It's gonna be a blast. But yeah, that's gonna wrap it up for us, everybody. Of course, thank you to our Patreon producers for the month, Basilius of Stupidonia and Hikari. Thank you for being our Patreon producers. We greatly appreciate you. Wikipedia does refer to Dolly as that is Dolly Parton as a country singer. Well, of course, Wikipedia is always right about everything. I'm just joking. I was being funny, I was being funny.
Are you?
I mean, hey, I would say a lot of country singers are racist. Is that fair? I can think of one that was on Saturday Night Live this weekend that was racist.
Yes. Oh, no. I agree with that.
Guess Simon Chesterman was using her hypnotic powers on your stream, LOL. Their Chesterman.
Simon.
Check out her Chesterman. Yeah. It's classic. Classic Smallville. But yeah, come hang out with us. Of course, we'll be back again tomorrow night for Digimoon. It's gonna be blast. You can hear us talk about forget what the names of the episodes are, but they're good. It's Digimon Sailor Moon live tomorrow night. If you're watching this live, be sure and hit that like button. If you're listening to us on podcast services, make sure you leave us a 5-star rating and review. We greatly appreciate it. Both of those things help spread the love of Hopefully Awesome throughout the algorithms.
The gospel of Hopefully Awesome.
That's right. Thou shalt be awesome.
Matt, it's Matt 316.
Matt 316 said, I just whooped your ass.
No, we don't whoop anybody's ass. Sora's Crest of Love.
Yeah, that's the one. And then the other one's like, I've got a crush on Ami. She's eating a cheeseburger. Something like that. It's going to be great. Thanks for watching, everybody. And as always,
have a hopefully awesome day.
Bye.